Alright folks, hey, welcome back. Getting a little bit of a later start today than I like to. It's already getting a little hot, but I got my umbrella up, so that should help out a lot. I got plenty of water. So, kind of the same tactics as last video here. I mean, when you're on a pattern, don't change it until it stops working. I got an incoming tide right now. I'm in sort of a skinny section of a channel. There's a deeper 45-foot hole next to me. It comes up to a shelf here that's about 25 feet. Saw a lot of fish coming up on that shelf. So got a little bit of an island full of these lily pads. They're actually called spatterdocks, which is like an invasive type of lily or something that we have here in Maryland. And when these spatterdocks drop their seeds, the bite can get a little tough because the fish will eat those spatterdock seeds and fill themselves up. But hopefully that's not going to happen to us today, because we got some bait, same bait we had last time. I just cut up this red horse sucker here, and we're going to see if they want to eat him. So I'm going to throw these out using the same rigs that I was using in my last video. 3-way rigs, 10 ounces of weight, 60-pound leader to a 10-aught hook. That is a Whisker Seeker triple threat. Had some good luck with these, and I also have good luck with regular octopus style circle hooks. So that's what I'm using today. I'm going to get these baited up, tossed out here, and we'll see when we got a fish on, folks. Okay. Oh, that one is mad. Oh, yeah. Come on now, fish. Stay on there. That one really slammed it. Now he's going to swim up to me. Hope that's a catfish and not a gar. I've had a bunch of gar messing with me over here, tearing up my bait already. I've been here 5 minutes. Now this one's got braided line on it, so it doesn't take a real huge fish to bow the rod over with this braided line. But I think this one might be a good one. See, I think these two in the middle here are getting tapped up by gar. But we got a catfish here. I see him. He's already come up to the surface. So at least we know there's catfish in here with these gar. These fish are fun on this braided line. They will fight so hard. He's swimming up to me now. Alright, let's get this net ready. Oh, whoa. Oh, that fish just took off. Let me get you over here just a little bit. Get this fight. He's over there. This incoming tide's starting to pick up pretty good. Oh. Okay, I think we're doubled up. Maybe. Unless it was just a gar running with it. We're going to see. I'm going to deal with the one in the hand because I think he's a good one. Something's still on that one. This one is a fighter. He's bowing that rod good. This heat and this humidity has got my sunglasses fogged up. Oh yeah, that's a real good fish. That's a real good fish. All right. Got my line all slimed up. Love to see it. I'm gonna try to get him over this way so that when he swims back I can net him. But he's still got fight in him, folks. He is not done yet. He is not done. All right. Oh. He's hooked right there in the corner of the mouth. He's probably a good 30 at least. Come on over this way. Come on over this way. Come on. Now turn around. Turn around. No, 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 no. Come on over here. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get this one in the boat. Let's see what else we got. Oh! That's a heavy one. I'm just going to have to put him down and deal with this one now. Let's see what we got on this rod. I don't think that's a big one. That's still a double though, folks. That's still a double. We are still on the fish, folks. Just like we were last week. Something hitting that other rod too. Oh yeah, that's a dink. Up, 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 up. Get this up dink in here and out of here. In and out, folks. This old dink. I don't know how he got that big old 10-aught hook in his mouth. There's that one. Little guy. Still got something messing with me over here. Let's check this one. Nothing. Okay. Get this out of the way. Little dink slime this one up real good. Clean that off. Alright. Alright, folks, let's get a weight on this big old guy. That is a big one. Oh. He's a hoss. I bet he'll go 40 at least. Yeah, I'll go 42. Alright, now. Let's get him out of that net and show him to you. Whew. It's hot out here right now, folks. I'll tell you what. It's muggy. Alright, you big hoss. Trying to get him up here without him going crazy. Something's biting that rod. Oh. It's a 42, folks. Big old fish. He won't open his mouth for you, but big old fish, folks. Good shot. Healthy looking too. Let's get him back. That is a good fish. Oh, that's why you wear gloves, I'll tell you. If I wasn't wearing that glove, it would have taken the skin right off my finger, I'll tell you what. Alright, let me get these baited back up and get them out here. Now, Maryland has a citation program. And I could get like a plaque citation for catching a fish like that, because I guarantee you he'd be citation size. Thing is, they won't give you the citation unless you kill the fish. I'd rather have these fish still here to catch, folks. A lot of Maryland folks don't like that, but it is what it is. I've talked about it in plenty of videos, and I'm not going to keep going on about it now. Let's see if we can catch some more. While we're at it, folks, I'll show you what a red horse sucker is. That is a red horse sucker, if you can see it. They're plentiful in here. I mean, you're not going to catch them very often, but I catch them in my cast net fairly often. The difference, there's another one called a quillback sucker. The difference is that this one, the red horse sucker, has like red, you know, fins and tail and all that. But these are great bait, folks. Fish, I don't know why. They love shad, but they love these things too. So let me get it cut up. We'll see if we can get some more fish on it. Alright folks, so it is super hot. Last time I showed you my handy dandy umbrella here that helps out a lot, and this time I also brought backup. Got me a little USB powered fan plugged into my little Jackery power station, and that's helping me out a lot out here folks. Its heat index is over 90 right now. It gets real hot real quick this time of year in Maryland, and I know where you're from, it probably does too if you're in the South or the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest, and it's about the same. So in the last video I was talking about how hotter water is less oxygenated in the summertime, and I also kind of mentioned the salt water and tidal stuff and kind of how that works. So for you folks that are around here and have fished around here a while, you already know all this stuff, so you can skip this part if you want, if you already know this stuff, or maybe you want to learn it again. So here, Maryland, Virginia, Chesapeake Bay area, all these tidal rivers that dump into the Chesapeake Bay, we are tidal. And how's that different from the rivers over in the Midwest and the South, like you know, the Mississippi, Ohio, and its tributaries? Is the tide affects the current in these rivers, the tide from the ocean. And you know, every 6 hours it changes direction. The water will flow out for 6 hours, it'll go slack for about an hour and a half, and then it'll come in, it'll flow in for 6.5 hours. The current completely changes direction. And I saw another video where I think it was M. Hood was talking about that down on the lower Mississippi, and folks didn't believe him, but I mean, it is true. I don't know if the lower Mississippi works the same way. What happens, folks, that makes the tide move in and makes the current completely change directions and go upstream is pressure from the incoming tidal water from the ocean in the Chesapeake Bay. It pushes water, right? And you get into these skinnier sections of the river and you get a Venturi effect, and it just completely pushes the current upriver. Now the salt water factor that I was talking about is during droughts, that salt water will start creeping up with the incoming tide, and it'll go under the fresh water, and then your bottom water is going to be saltier than the top column of water. And whenever that happens, you've got less oxygenated, saltier water on the bottom. Your fish are not going to be deep. Now I am far enough upriver that I am mostly tidal freshwater. There is some salt water up here where I'm at. It's like 1 part per thousand, something like that. Catfish do not care about that. But that is a problem that I see a lot of folks downriver having that are maybe not quite as experienced with catfishing. And a lot of them think that right there downriver in this certain spot about 10 miles south of me, sometimes in the year they catch a lot of catfish down there, and then folks come out there in the summer and they're not catching anything, and they get discouraged, and then before you know it, you start seeing a bunch of catfish rods and boats for sale on Facebook Marketplace. But hopefully, you know, if you're watching, if you're one of those folks, you know, out here on the Patuxent River around Maryland or the Potomac, places like that, and you get discouraged in the summertime, pay attention to the drought levels, pay attention to the salinity levels in the areas you're fishing, because like I said in my last video, people are catching stingrays down there at Benedict, you know, 10 miles downriver. It's pretty salty. I think it's like somewhere between 12 and 15 parts per thousand right now. That's too much for catfish to want to hang out. Now there's gonna be some catfish there. It's mostly gonna be smaller ones, and most of them are gonna be ones that maybe just came off the nest and are trying to get out of there. So up here, I mean, as you can see, I just caught a 42 pounder. There's big fish up here. But enough yapping my gums. Let's get back to the fishing, folks. Something just hit this one. See if he's still on there. Yep. Fish 3. Fish number 3 on the day. Something going on over there, not sure what. I think this one might be another dink. Here comes a boat. You'll see me reeling this fish. Happens every time. Yeah, it's another dink. Yeah, whatever, it's a fish. Problem is, these 2 dinks I've caught after that 42 have both taken pieces of my red horse sucker. And that I do not abide. There's that one. Get on out of here. Here goes this boat. Hopefully they didn't see me catch a fish, or they're going to want to stop right here. They're going to run right by, half trimmed up, and make me a big old wake. At least they're waving. I ain't gonna lie, if I could afford a boat like that, I'd have it too, and I'd be running all up and down this river. I'd be trimmed up too if I was them. That direction they're heading is shallow. I hope they don't get stuck. I'm gonna watch them here a minute, make sure they don't, because if they do, they're gonna need a rescue, and it's gonna be me in this little boat. I'm gonna take a little ride here. Take a little ride on this wake. Here we go. All right. Woo! It's good times, folks. Knock my umbrella down. I'll fix that. I'll fix my umbrella, and I'm gonna get another piece of bait, and then I'm gonna see if I can get another fish. Something might be on that one. Yeah, we got that one. All right. That one's already on the surface back there. I can see he's a small one. I'm getting tapped by a lot of small fish, folks. And usually that means that's all that's here. So that 42 might have been out here by himself. Either way, I'm gonna get this one in first before I do anything else. Well, that one's looking rough. Oh, come on up here. I've got a big old mouth. Did that one hook up? Boy, this one skinny. Can't see where the hook's at. There we go. You can have that bait. It's getting old anyway. We'll go ahead and give it to him. He's got a big enough mouth for it for such a small fish. But he is skinny, folks. I don't know if that fish is big enough to spawn, but that is what they kind of look like when they're post spawn. They look a little rough. His tail's got a tear in it. Skinny, rough looking. I don't know. Get him out of here. All right. So all these rods are just dancing with dinks hitting them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack these up. I'm going to head to another spot. I just looked at the radar. I got some pop-up storms hanging out in this area. I don't see anything going on right now. It's pretty much blue skies except off that way. So I'm going to keep it kind of closer to the boat ramp. I'm going to head downriver to the next bend, see if there's any fish in that spot. And I'm not going to stick around real long, but we'll see what happens. I don't want to get rained on. I don't want to get stormed on. It happens in the summertime, folks. So let me get these packed up and we'll move. All right, folks, spot number 2. And 19 feet of water is what I'm anchored in. I got a hole over here. If you saw my last video, which would have been last week from this video, same spot, facing a different direction, incoming tide. Different conditions, different dynamics. Let's see if we can get them to bite here too, folks. There we go, there we go. There's a drag puller. That's what we were waiting for. Oh yeah, oh man. That fish is freaking hard. Here comes a boat. Big old boat. He's way over there though. He's gonna do me the justice of not coming right up next to me. And here comes this fish swimming toward me. Something wants that one too. All right, all right. Check my microphone again, folks. Show you my thinning hair too. This one is swimming against the current right at me, folks. Right on at me. And we're gonna try to work him over here. Oh man, that fish took off and pulled a lot of drag. Yep. boat wake. Oh man, there it goes again. Loosen my drag a little bit. You don't want to tighten your drag down too much on fish because, you know, they'll freaking rip the hook right out of their mouths in. You want them to be able to pull a little bit. My drag was not loose to begin with though. Let's get this one here. Put this one over here. Fight this fish over this way. And that one, he's staying down good. We might have us a real good one on right now. Let's get this net ready. Want to be ready for all this. I'm going to get this camera over there just a bit. I'm going to oil that camera mount a little bit when I'm done so that it doesn't make that squeaking sound every time I move it, because that's probably coming in on your TV or whatever it is you're watching with. Oh man, there he goes upriver. I feel like this is probably a good one. I'm gonna give him a minute. I saw a swirl way over there. Something hitting that one. This is still that red horse sucker. This is the other one I had. The one I showed to you. That one is the headpiece over there. This one's staying down pretty good. Of course, I do have some current I'm dealing with here. I got the full incoming tide against this fish, but he swam right up to the boat to begin with, and now I got me an up and down battle here. I don't want to bring him up too green. Oh, I see his head. Yeah, that's a good one. He's not as big as that 42 though. Not as big. There goes a little blue crab. All right. Even so, I still don't want to bring him up too green. That's when they'll get in the boat and they'll start flopping around. They'll get themselves hurt. They'll drop themselves. Well, I got some scummy looking water coming at me right now. Oh, there he goes, pulling more drag. He's giving me a fight. They don't have to be a true giant to give you a good fight, especially in this current. This fish is no slouch though, I'll tell you that. I bet he's a 30, if not close to 30. Oh! Oh, man. I don't know if that one. Oh. That was a big takedown on that one. I wish that one would have hooked up too. That thing really slammed it. Is he still on there? I can't tell. Nah. That would have been cool. Now I got my boat moving back and forth. I'll try to land this fish now. He's probably about ready. Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. Turn around, fish. There you go. Alright, let a little bit of line out. Not too much. Bird's nest, that thing. Let's get this one in. Oh! That's not a fish. I just reeled that in a little bit, and now it's dragging the bottom because my boat's wanting to sway that way a little bit. I'll probably recast those here in a second. guess we might as well weigh that one too. Fish ain't no slouch. Looks like he's probably 30. I will take a 30 all day. I'll tell you that. Well, he's hooked right where. There we go. Now I've got my sinker wrapped up here. Not too bad though. There we go. Take care of that. Now let's go ahead and get a weight on him. That's a good fish. Oh. He'll go 30 or close to 30, I'd imagine. Get over here where you can see me actually. Oh yeah. Oh, we go 33. Yeah, buddy, 33. It's a good fish. Get this back. Boat wake knocked my umbrella over. Either way, I got a black screen. I want to make sure we're still rolling, folks, because I can't see. Yeah, there we go. That front screen goes dark sometimes, and it makes me think that my camera's shut off on me. And it is hot, so that can happen sometimes. And now I got a fan blowing on it and everything. Oh, yeah, buddy. 33. Can't catch these all day. I love it. Nothing wrong with that, folks. Good fish. Let's get him back. I got a boat set up behind me. I'll pick up that fish and show him to you guys like that. He probably thinks I'm showing off, showing it to them. They probably think I'm crazy out here talking to myself. Now, let's see if we get another one, folks. Alright, folks, so it looks like from about 2 to 2:30 I'm going to have some thunderstorms hit me. And I'm going to be out of here by then. But I think I've got probably 45 minutes to sit here and try to get one fish. So, folks, it's the 45-minute one fish challenge right now. Let's see if we can beat the challenge. There he is, there he is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, folks. That thing took off. Oh, he's still taking off. Oh, stay on, fish. My drag's not very loose either. He just took a bunch. Oh, it's a 45-minute one fish challenge, folks. Looks like we might have him. He's swimming right at me, I think. Something's hitting that one too. Ooh, 45-minute fish challenge. We'll only consider it passed if we get him in the boat. Sure did hit it hard. Hit it like a freight train. This is the one with the braided line on it. So it doesn't have any kind of stretch. Boy, he's just sitting right there. He just came up and he's just sitting there. See if he makes another run. Yeah. Oh. He just rolled. I felt the line rolling over his fins. And I do not like that with braided line at all. Braided line does not have any abrasion resistance like your mono does. The only reason I got braided line on this one is because one of my other Chaos 60s broke. So I had Chaos 50, but Chaos 50 doesn't hold as much mono as I like. 40-pound mono. So there's some more drag. So I put some 65-pound braid on this one. He's rolling like crazy. I can feel it. I'll get this net. Get it over here. All right. Hopefully we get this fish in. If so, it'll be a great last fish of the day before these thunderstorms roll in, because I got to get back to the ramp. I got to take the time to get my boat loaded up, get my stuff strapped down, get my rods and all in the truck, and get on out of here. And sometimes when you're trying to hurry to do that, there's 2 or 3 other boats trying to do the same thing. So it is what it is, folks. Boy, this one feels heavy and he's staying down. Some bubbles. Told you before, I love these up and down fights with these big fish. All I can see is his tail. Ho, ho, ho. He just made it run that way. All right, there he is. There he is. Man, on this braided line, these fish can really do it. And this one is really trying to be somebody. I still can't really tell exactly how big he is. He's at least a good fish. Oh! There he goes again. There he goes again. There he is. Yeah, he's not a giant. He's definitely a respectable fish, though. I'll know for sure once I get him up here in the net. He don't want to give up yet, though. And I don't want to bring him in when he's going crazy still. I'm bending my rod over like that. This is the one rig I had that is not a 3-way rig. This is the one that's just got a straight weight. Just a weight attached to the 3-way swivel. And I think this fish was probably in about 20 so feet of water. Alright, he might be about ready. He's still putting up a fight, but I might be able to get him in the net. If I can get him to go the right direction. Go this way, fish. There, we got him. We got him. Let's let a little bit of line out. There we go. Let's see what kind of mess we made with him. Oh yeah, good fish. He's a long and lean one. Long and lean one. Well, where's that hook at? Let's get that hook out of you. Big old head, but doesn't quite have all the weight put back on his body from the spawn. It's hooked fairly well. Had a hand cramp there. Alright, don't you go sliding off now. I gotta get this sinker out of here. These things always want to get hung up in your net. There we go. We'll go on that one. Alright. Well, just because we got about 5 minutes left, I guess we'll weigh him. We will weigh that fish just for the last thing to do today, before I have to start packing up and getting out of here in this heat. And this heat is no joke today, folks. All right, get on down. What are you stuck on? Oh, heck. There we go. All right. Get a weight on that fish. Uh, 29 pounder. Good to end the day with. take them all day. It is fun to reel in these bigger fish. Let's take a look at them. There you go, folks. There's your 29. Good fish. That'll be the last one of the day. I want that river water in my mouth. Don't need that. Alright, folks. Well, we had another good day today. And it is blazing hot outside. I got storms coming. I got a fish trying to hit this one. I got a fish trying to hit that one. Probably dinks. I've had dinks trying to hit them all day. And I ain't gonna stick around and get myself stuck in a thunderstorm just to reel in a couple more fish. They'll still be here next time I'm out. Hopefully they'll still be here next time I'm out. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching and y'all who subscribe and all that stuff. And hopefully we can get another one for you soon. Until then, folks, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.